Kenya. Are you sure you want to do that? I hear there's a lot of crime. My friend got malaria twice from going to Africa. Why are you going to Kenya? That is pretty much the feedback that I get anytime I tell someone I went to Kenya and that I'm going back. Kenya, I got your back. People
Anapata malaria twice. Malaria si ugonjwa. Hiyo ugonjwa maybe ina affect tu wazungu tu. Mimi malaria inakaa kama homa tu. Nalala hivi kiasi siku moja, kesho nimepona. As in nikaa homa tu hiyo malaria. Lately sijaona ati mtu ati malaria inakuwa serious sana. Nikaa maybe nianza people unajua tuko immune.
It is 2022. It is time to upgrade your knowledge of Africa and stop perpetuating these negative stereotypes. Let me break it down for you. Is there crime in Kenya? Of course. But Americans often visit Central America and the Caribbean. And I want to point out that there are countries and islands in those places with much higher crime rates than Kenya.
Yeah. Kenya tuko fiti so far. Kwambia mse ungeenda London nakwambia wanapita hivi, unatembea hivi kwa street umeshika simu, mtu anakuja hivi na boda na TVS, anachukua hivi simu akienda hiyo. Acha nionyesha hapa kuna mambo, acha nionyesha hapa vida fulani. Nakwambia London ni kungori, Kenya hadi tuko at least. Tuwazoa tu West ama sijui wapi uko Eastlands, Ruaka, Kibera mnaumia. Mko fine wallahi. Hadi sasa una survive tu, ma practice tu, yani design unajihandle tu inapunguza hiyo rate ya crime. Sasa hadi wizi imepungua Kenya wallahi. Kenya tuko fit. On a global scale, una realize kwamba Nairobi iko tu poa kumbe.
So please get a grip. Maybe it's because I grew up in Lebanon where this is commonplace, or where we needed to get creative.
Wow. Ati risk bana, hii ni kwenda ku risk. Imani sasa hapo waanguke na hizo tu zote. Lazima hebu 1 2 3 crazy.
Transporting goods. Is there poverty in Kenya? Yes. But Kenya has made great strides, and hopefully the new government will continue addressing food security, healthcare, housing, and job creation.
Job creation. Hapa kwa housing, amejaribu na ile housing fund ama vitu gani hiyo, yameongeza hiyo route alileta. Healthcare hii SE wali hii mpya NHIF sawa ameleta sijui SHIF hiyo. Then kuna food security, not so much. So maybe tu ni kwa
COVID, Kenya was enjoying in air, housing and job creation.
Maybe kwa healthcare na housing hapo ndo tumejaribu, lakini food security na job creation not so much.
Did you know that pre-COVID, Kenya was enjoying an average annual 10-year GDP growth rate of 5.9%? That's impressive. Now that the pandemic is over, it is already back on track and is East Africa's largest economy. Now don't get me wrong, there is still plenty of work to be done, but most of us are operating under outdated information about the region, and many privileged Americans feel they have the luxury of not caring to learn more. Their loss is my game.
There are Americans.
So here are my top 5 reasons why I fell in love with Kenya. Number 1, the Kenya.
Trust me bro. Hizo reasons zako si mzuri wallahi.
Kenyan people. I can't begin to tell you how welcomed I felt during my last visit to Kenya. I've traveled quite a bit over the years, and it is not an exaggeration to state that Kenyans were by far the friendliest and most welcoming. They were always ready to engage.
Au unajua wamebambika hivi wanadhani mzungu atawapea pesa. Hizi ufriendliness. Hapa huyu msee akipata chance na kutoka. Zizi. Akamwambia si friendliness wallahi. Ini either anadhani okay, obvious anajua akiwa friendly utampea kitu, yani kawaida ya mzungu. Lakini wewe mzungu kuja hapa kwa hiyo friendly yote alafu umwache bure.
Engage me in conversation. If you can't tell by now,
cash. Sasa cash. Lazima pesa hii kucheka hii ni pesa, unaona pesa, amepewa pesa.
I'm a talker. If you dive into my comments on YouTube, they are littered with Karibu Kenya and
Hakuna karibu Kenya. Oh, don't miss to come in Kenya again. Karibu Kenya. Yeah. Karibu Kenya. Oh, wasa nampenda actually. Wasa nampenda. Welcome again to Kenya. Wasa nampenda. Let me give this guys a like.
Many have asked me to come back soon, so naturally, I am obligated to take you up on your request, so be on the lookout for more Kenya content. And also be sure to watch the King David video, where you will learn a bit about grace and passion displayed by a Kenyan villager. Number 2, the Kenyan culture. Thank God for the remaining Native American culture in the United States. I can't begin to tell you how disappointed I am by the fact that it's been difficult for Native Americans to maintain their cultural heritage in the US. I have really had it with the US. Sorry, I digress. I am drawn.
So unaona wazungu pia huko majuu pia wanatamani. Unajua it's funny because wanatamani kwenda majuu, wazungu wanatamani kukuja huku.
To unique cultural experiences. Living and learning about others is what it is all about for me. Seeing the Maasai people in person
Nice.
exceeded my expectations. I couldn't help but visit art shop after art shop and was in awe by the great art pieces designed by local self-taught artists. I was particularly impressed by the wood carving.
Utapata wanamuuzia kitu kama hii 100k. Hii 100k. Kiza mzungu anajua atanunua tu 100k.
I brought back a few pieces of artwork with me to the US in an attempt to have a piece of Kenya with me, but I want to experience more of it versus needing to collect artifacts to remind me of my visit to Kenya. Number 3, Kenyan coastal living. It should be clear in my videos that I am all about coastal.
Okay. So msee amekuja akatembea to the best place, ajaingia ndani ya Kenya. So hii hadi hii video sasa nimeanza kuishuku. Mimi ndani alitembea amefika maybe Turkana, ameingia Nairobi, ile wachana na ile picha mzuri ya Nairobi, the real Nairobi. Ametembea amefika Kisumu, kumbe amekuwa anazunguka kwa hoteli place mzuri kwa beach, kama coast. So yeye kulingana na yeye anaona tuko fit. Real sense, tunajua vitu ziko kwa chini.
Because it offers the items that resonate with me. Makuti roof architecture, outdoor and natural
Makuti. Trust me, mtu anaishi kwa Makuti, I enjoy. Unless iko kwa resort. Anaongelea Makuti ziko kwa resort. Si zile ati wewe imagine unaweza kuwa happy unaishi kwa nyumba imejengwa na Makuti, wewe prefer kati ya nyumba ya Makuti na nyumba permanent mwenye iko na mabati real, una prefer gani?
Living and beautiful beaches.
Beautiful beaches hapa iko fit.
And natural living and beautiful beaches. I can't think of a more perfect place than Diani Beach. It has it all. If I can live under a Makuti roof featuring outdoor living spaces that is within walking distance from the beach, my life would be complete. Take a look at the last Diani Beach place that I stayed in. It's called Bayana House and you can find it on Airbnb.
Amezunguka tu kama Airbnb. Alafu anasema why you fell in love in Kenya. In the same reason, sema uende Nairobi, then uende kwa hoteli, uende Serena Sarofa, then urudi useme ati Nairobi iko fit. Haujaishi huko, haujaishi Nairobi. Hiyo hawezi tuambia hapo.
Airbnb.
Indo Makuti. Unajua hii ni Makuti sasa ile mzuri. Kuna ile Makuti sasa ile sawa. Enda Taita utaona sawa real Makuti sasa. Hii hapa ni kwa resort tu. Unaona? Swimo easy Kenya. Ndio, it's Kenya lakini this is not Kenya that you know. Yani Kenya. Mimi nilikuwa nadhani amependa ile Kenya, the real Kenya. Maji una relax hapa kwa hii pool. Soft life.
If this doesn't say peaceful living, I don't know what does. Number 4, quality of life. I am fortunate to be able to work for an American company and spend some time in Kenya. What I love about Kenya is the quality of life that I can have there. First of all, the cost of living is affordable for me. I can dine out at fun Kenyan spots and take in awe-inspiring activities at a fraction of the cost when compared to back in America. Of course.
Wallahi, Kenya nini, the cost of life iko fiti. US nini vitu ni expensive sana. So hapa I have to agree with him. Kenya vitu ziko cheap. Compared and comparatively, onja inaweza kuwa expensive, lakini ukicompare na US iko cheaper.
The closest I'll ever come to a wild animal in the US is at a zoo. It's just not the same thing. The closest I'll ever come to a wild animal in the US is at
Watu wote wamesanyana hapo kuona hii kitu.
A zoo. It's just not the same thing. Why would I not take advantage of this quality of life at a fraction of the cost? However, what really works for me is the slower pace of things. I heard Kenyans say pole pole all the time. Now I say it to my American friends. If you know anything about
No. Sifale pole pole. Raj mse.
New York City, it is fast-paced and can be draining. Number 4 1/4, the weather. Number 4 1/2, it is my American friends. If you know anything about and say pole
Pole. Unja hapa ni kwa beach. Kwa beach vitu ziko pole. Watu wamekuja kurelax. Watu wanaona hapa wana relax. So anadhani kila mtu ana relax. Enda hadi hata Mombasa tu tao tu. Kila pali iko fast paced yani. Unja yani things are not real. Hapa kwa beach watu wamekuja kurelax.
American friends. If you know anything about New York City, it is fast-paced and can be draining. Number 4 1/4, the weather. Number 4 1/2, the Kenyan coffee. Number 4 3/4, the tuk-tuk rides. Number 4 3/4 again, the food.
Tuk-tuk.
Number 5.
Hadi amezoea hadi anaona tuk-tuk. Ati tuk-tuk ni mzuri.
The Obama connection. This might be frivolous to most, but President Barack Obama is the best president of my lifetime. I respect his body of work and his Kenyan connection. I love the Kenyan's national parks and the work they are doing to ensure that they are protected. I was particularly pleased with the spotlight that Obama brought to the Tsavo National Park. In the Netflix series on national parks, there are many great recorded works on Kenyan national Obama.
By the way, check out this series. Nimeiona iko fiti sana, iko Netflix. Check out guys, iko fiti. You'll enjoy it.
In the Netflix series on national parks, there are many great recorded works on Kenyan national parks. But I was pleased that Obama chimed in, using his high profile to continue to push awareness that they need to be protected. Can you imagine a world without national wildlife parks? I can't either. I mean, where else would I have been able to record my pre-safari WIMP videos? If you haven't seen part 1 and part 2 of those, please.
So far, it's a nice video. And yourself a subscriber. Cha tumwambie welcome back to Kenya. Don't forget to check out this video. I will link you guys the video. Okay.